In discussion with those who hold to universal atonement, it is often stated, does it really matter? Do we really need to argue over this issue? You see, many on the side of that camp do not realize the importance of this topic. We are going to discuss Ephesians 5:25. Husbands, love your wives just as Christ loved the church and gave himself up for her. Now, most people are familiar with this text, and it is even near to their hearts, but most people have not even considered how profound it is. Calvinists will often quote this verse in order to demonstrate who Christ died for, and since it is specific to the church, he could not have died for those outside the church. The Arminian usually responds by noting that the text doesn't say that he only died for the church. This is true, however, there is much more to consider. That being said, I would like to point out the implications of this verse, an implication that both sides often miss, which of course furthers the Calvinist position of a limited atonement. Notice that Christ loving his church is paralleled to husbands loving their wives. We also find this kind of language in other texts where the church is considered the bride and Christ the bridegroom, Revelation 18 through 22. Now think about this. What are the kinds of things a husband might do for his wife? Well, first and foremost, he has a love for her that he does not share with any other woman. He provides for her daily needs such as food and shelter. He might buy her flowers for her birthday. But the ultimate way in which a husband demonstrates his love for his wife is when he makes love to her, something no faithful husband would participate in with another woman. Likewise, what does Christ do for his bride, the church? He too provides us with our daily needs. He offers up his priestly intercession on their behalf. He works in them the grace to become sanctified, but ultimately he died for her. I'm sure no Christian would have any problem condemning a husband if he began to send roses to his secretary, engaging in private and intimate phone conversations with her, and ultimately mounting her on his desk at the office. We would be just in declaring this individual as an adulterer, or in the vernacular, a cheating dog. Why then, when we come to Christ, do these same people have no trouble with Christ offering up his husbandly duties to those who are not his bride? Why do they have a smile on their face while promoting Christ's atoning sacrifice on behalf of the whores and sluts, also known as the reprobate? You see, just as the ultimate act of love demonstrated by the husband towards his wife in lovemaking cannot go outside of the marriage bed, so too Christ's ultimate demonstration of love cannot be extended to anyone other than his bride. Without knowing it, the universal atonement crowd has turned Christ into an adulterer. This is why the subject of the extent of the atonement is so important. Thank you.